I'm Mission Mechanic Durable.
Mission Mechanic Craighead.
Mission Mechanic Thomas.
And today's video, we'll be talking about lessons learned through EN15 and talking about specifically the Alchemist and how those lessons we learned through it and to our daily lives.
So this year, the biggest thing I learned in English that I can relate to real life is that everything has a process. Like in writing, making our paper, we have to revise, so we have to have a revision process. You have to worry about your tone and like your audience to make sure they're capturing what you say and something that makes sense to them. And also on the literary analysis side, like looking at other sources to put into your own writing to relate also. And I can relate that to real life. Like in terms of football, something I mentioned in my portfolio was that in football, individually or even with the team success in mind, you can like narrow it down to like certain things you have to do to lead to success. So like the team, like different aspects of a football team, offense, defense, special teams. If everyone does their job, then like most likely you'll have a good team outcome and something that'll lead to a win. And individually, like in terms of your position, you're gonna have a different job to take care of, and that can lead to individual success. So basically, that's what I learned this year is that if you focus on your process and like narrow things down to like the smaller things within like a bigger thing, which is usually your paper in English, then you'll be successful.
So the lesson I learned through English was through a book called The Alchemist. The lesson I learned was dedication and commitment. So the shepherd in the book had a journey he wanted to get to, and it was get to the pyramids. So on his journey, he got robbed for all his money, and he was broke. So like he didn't have anything else. So then he could have gave up, and he wanted to give up, but he didn't give up. So like he started working for a crystal merchant to get all his money back, and then he got back onto his journey with his life. I can relate that to the real world, and my opinion is I had a heart condition that I didn't know about, and my journey was to play football for the Naval Academy, and I had got that taken away because of my heart condition, and I didn't know if I would ever get the chance to play football again. But I just had a talk with God and myself and said I will get that chance. So I had to make sure my grades stayed up and everything didn't work for it. And I continued to do that. And then I had my heart surgery. Everything was clear. Back now working, trying to get through everything. And this year it was hard trying to get through English with that on my side. But it was a great year. I feel like I learned a lot of lessons in English, and it was pretty good.
Mission Mechanic Thomas here. I'm here to talk about a theme from The Alchemist that I can relate to in my life. It's not looking back. Santiago faced a lot of adversity, and with each new obstacle, he tended to look back and on past experience and how he's messed up. But the thing is, he later realized and developed a trait of not looking back and just thinking about the future and the present and not the past, and worrying about like what he has to do in the moment. And I can relate that to lacrosse. Let's say if I was in a situation in a game, and previously in practice or another time in a game, I've like been in the same situation, lost the ball. I just have to think about what I'm gonna do in the moment at this point in time. That's really just gonna be different. I just have to really just tell myself and envision and believe like I'm gonna do something different, and it's not gonna be like what I just did before previously. And also another thing Santiago developed was really an attitude of just trusting in God and believing in his faith. And I feel like that could apply to Naps with the whole military life. Really just having faith even though things aren't going well or you're not used to something, and really just applying those themes to everyday life, even writing, like what Mission Mechanic Craighead said, with improving upon his paper. I feel like all of that is a part of just being overall better person, better you.
All right, back at the end of this video. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Just want to give a big shout out to Professor Phillips for being a great professor this year. Also, I just want to say that giving dedication and commitment,
having a process.
Not looking back.
will really set you up for opportunity for success. And we out of here.